Hey, this is Coach Yolanda. I'm back to talk about another myth as it relates to dating. So, do you think if you didn't make a connection on the first date, do you think all is lost? Do you think it is over with that person and you never ever should try it again? Let me tell you a story. When my husband and I were dating, we met at church, and so I was in the choir. He would come upstairs where the choir was right before church began, and he would come up there and talk to one of the people he knew in the choir, but he would be looking at me. Every time he would come in the room, I would leave. Mr. Yo was like, Mr. Yo, why? Did you not think he was cute? Mm-mm, I didn't. Did you not think he was fine? Mm-mm, I didn't. I left the room because I had been dating a guy at our church previously, and he was loco. Yeah. And he wasn't emotionally available. And I said to myself, all the men at this church crazy. I'm not dating another man at this church. So when he started noticing me, I was going the other direction. Boy, bye. Because of my experience in the past. Could have caused me to miss out on a wonderful guy. Could have caused me not to even give him the time of day. Why? Because of how I was treated by the other guy that went to our church that was, I thought, man, are all saved men crazy? Wow. I really thought all men was crazy like him. Don't laugh when I say this. But he actually told me I didn't make enough money to be with him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I made as much as him working part time. Cause so in actuality, if I were working full time, wouldn't I be making more money than you? Yeah, yeah. That was the Lord sparing me from a lifetime of being miserable if I had hooked up with that crazy guy. So, first time I met my husband, the very, 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 very first time I said something to him, I asked a question. I asked him about if they offer CPR classes at our church because our church has a medical ministry. And so I was just asking. He thought I was trying to hit on him. I turned around and walked away. I ain't said nothing about him ever again. Now 6 months later, here he come because now he's noticing this is the lady that said something to me. She must like me, but I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking about that man at all. And look at us now. Here we are, happily married, 15 years in the game. But did we hit it off at first? We didn't. But he didn't give up. And what I did was I went and I prayed. Before I gave him my number, I went to God and I said, nah, nah, look here. I'm going to try one more time to date another man in this church. And if this one crazy, that's it. That's it. I'm just not dating nobody else. But I asked God a question. I said, is he serious about me or does he only want to have sex? Why would I ask God such a question? Because that has been my past. That men will pretend like they care something about me, sleep with me, and then leave. But I got tired of being a statistic. I got tired of being that girl. Oh, he said he loved me. Yeah, until he sleep with you, until some more shoes come, and then he gone down the street with a new pair of shoes. And now your heart broke because here you go. He chose somebody else to settle down and marry. And he was just using you. And you didn't know it. I got tired of going through that. So I started asking questions. Look, God, I need you to tell me, is this guy really into me or does he just want to have sex? Because if he just trying to have sex, I won't even bother and write my number down to give to him. I just won't, because I felt like that would be a waste of time. Because I'm ready to get married, you know? I was 35. I was ready to get married again. So, hey, God said, no, he really like you. Okay, all right. I said, I'm going to give him my number. But the first sign of him acting crazy, I'm out. So when he asked me, he came up to me, he was talking. And he was making small talk, and I said, because he was so slow about asking me out. I mean, so slow. He would say, hey, how you doing, and walk away. So slow. So I said, hey, when you going to take me to the movies? And he said, when you want to go? And I said, well, I'm free Saturday. Yeah, let's go Saturday. Okay. Here's my number. Bye. Turned around and walked out. And he was like, I like a woman know what she want. God had already given me the green light, so it was all good. But in the beginning, I was like, had I dismissed him because it wasn't an instant love connection, I would have missed out. So that's my encouragement for you all today. As you go out and as you date, as you have conversations with men, as you have conversations with women, the goal is to get to know that person. You're not necessarily thinking, well, I can't marry this person. Take marriage off the table. What you're trying to do is get to know someone. You're trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like. And you're not going to know that until you actually go out on a date. So if somebody you're not attracted to comes up to you and asks you out and you're free, say yes. Because you may not be attracted to them on the first date, maybe not the second date, but the third date, it may happen. And if it doesn't happen, guess what? You have found a wonderful friend. Platonic friend, no sex. Okay? Dating is to get to know people, not so you can find somebody to sleep with. That sounds like a whole nother video. So, yes, if you don't make a connection on the first date, don't forget about them and move on. Keep going out, keep getting to know them because you may find out they're really a cool person. Your attraction for them may grow as you get to know them. And they may not be 6'7" or they may not be 6'5", they may be 5'11", but they may have everything else you're looking for. Don't discard them just because they're not 6'5" or 6'7". You know, talk to the man that's 5'11". Talk to the man that's 5'8". It's okay. He may be exactly what you need to help you get to the purpose that God has designed for you. But you won't ever know if you start judging books by its cover on the first date. That's my best shot. Subscribe, like, and share if this has blessed you. Send it to someone who's dating, someone who's looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Send this to them. I pray it blessed you. Check out some more of my videos on this channel. And until next time, go in God.